Hi gang, welcome to Rethink Your Mind. My name is Dale Syrota, and a big shout out to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day. Just one thing, I'd like to also say a big hello to my two daughters, Michelle and Sonia. So, hi guys, love you. Alright, so what I'm going to do is talk about something really kind of interesting today. My topic kind of comes from when I was studying Zen, and the whole idea that the universe is one. And I had a hard time kind of getting around the idea that the universe is one because, we're all separate, right? But in reality, now, in terms of quantum physics, we find out that, in fact, we are not separate. And I'll talk a little bit about that, and also about ether. When turn of the century, H.G. Wells, in some of his books, Edgar Rice Burroughs, etc., they talked about the ether, and that is the stuff around us, the air around us, anything that's above the earth. Well, even the earth and what's above the earth and in the earth and everything essentially is kind of what I'm going to be talking about in terms of the ether. We're not separate as a planet. We're not separate as anything else. We're fully connected through this source, I guess is the best word that I can say. And what it is, when you start out as a, let's say you're looking at the galaxy that we're living in, and you're out at the end of the galaxy, and our little sun is someplace on one of the little arms way out at the end of the galaxy, and then you go in and you key in on that sun, and you find out that there's a whole bunch of little planets, revolving around the sun. But if you were on the edge of the galaxy, you wouldn't know that. Your perception would be galactic in size. And then you get to that solar system, and now it's solar in size. And then you get down to Earth, and you're looking at Earth, and you begin to look at everything around, and it's not planetary in size, but rather local, because the planets, everything within the planet kind of gets in the way. So it becomes very localized area that you're working with. And we begin to see this separation. And what we're finding out is that really there is no separation, because when you go down further, you go down to the atoms, and you take a look at an atom, and then you have a nucleus, and they used to say that this electron rotated around the nucleus, which isn't really true at all. What they found out was that it just appears at one part of the atom, and then then disappears and appears in another. In fact, at the same time as it's disappearing, it's reappearing in another part of the atom, and then disappearing and reappearing. But it's doing it so fast, it looks like it's like rotating, but it's really not rotating at all. There is no. It's just disappearing and appearing. And when you go down further and further and further, you're finding that this repeats itself. That there really is no particles. The more particles you look at, the particles break up into, nothingness. But it's that nothingness, it's not really nothing at all. In fact, what it is an energy, more like you live in a big, giant, massive bowl of liquid. And there is no end to this bowl. It's a big bowl. It just keeps on going. You can't find the end, so you're just swimming around in all this liquid, up, down, left, right, as far as you want, the liquid's there. You can look in as small as you want, the liquid's there. And what this liquid is ether. And what that is source. And from that ether, ideas are created, conceptualizations, and the conceptualizations become movements, become waves, waves become particles, particles become atoms, atoms become things that you see every day, and that you touch and feel and smell and see, and we have this separation now. But the reality is there is no separation. Inside those atoms and outside those atoms is that liquid bowl of ether that we're all moving about in. So there's no separation. So when I say that I feel something, I can feel something in you, we absolutely can. And if you can learn to do that, you can sense things in people, you can understand what's happening with them, you have more empathy, then you can perhaps help them in some way. If you can help yourself, you can help them too. And that is the unique thing that I'm kind of working on. I'm pretty excited about. That's my whole idea behind clearing. And it's not really my idea. It works back to something called Ho'oponopono, which is a Hawaiian art of healing. And it's much like that, but I needed to explain it in terms of quantum physics and how all these things work. And I plan to do a little bit more about that, and how the whole idea of source and how you within source have an impact. So in source, in this bowl of liquid, in this thing that you're swimming about in, you can perceive things on the other side of this bowl. There is no really side because it just continues on, all right, forever and ever and ever. And but you can feel this instantly, a billion galactic light years away. You could still feel it instantly on this areas because of this resonance. So that's one of the cool things that I'm working with, and I want you to understand that you're not alone. You're not even you, and that we're all fully connected. In fact, we're not separate. And that is what I want to work with you and help you to understand. And once you do that, then you can begin to work on yourself, work on those issues that are bothering you, and clear on those issues. And once you clear on those issues, they are reconstituted back into the bowl of ether, into that liquid that we're all swimming about in. And when that happens, well, new things can be created from it. And that's when you get little miracles. That's when you get divine intuition or inspiration, and new things happen. And that's what I want for you, and that's what I'd like you to get to. So, hey, I'm really interested in helping you achieve that. In the meantime, for those that do want some help, I'm always available. All you got to do is go to my website, rethinkyourmind.com, and click on a session clearing, or a clearing session. And what I'll do is you can contact me, and we'll get together and we'll see if we can help you out quickly. In the meantime, keep coming back. Go to my YouTube channel, go to my Rethink Your Mind channel, and see what you can do in terms of rethinkyourmind.com channel, and see what you can do in terms of learning how to do this. So I'm going to be with you, and I'm going to be doing these videos as frequently as I can. I'm trying to get to one every day, and so far I've had 3 and 3 every day. So I'm going to continue doing this each day to deliver a bit of information that I can, so that you can begin to understand what you need to be able to do to help yourself. You need to shift your thinking. You need to rethink your mind. So, hey, listen, I'm having a great time. It's a pleasure to be with you. Do drop back and come and see me anytime. Other than that, hey, have a great Father's Day. And all you sons and daughters out there, hey, give that a buzz, all right? Especially if you're estranged from your father, because giving that connection helps you. It may not help your father, but it certainly helps you, because when you can do that, it begins to realize that it's not out there that the problem lies in. It's in here. It's in you. And when you realize that you're just seeing a reflection of something in you, when you can eliminate what's in you, you can eliminate what's out there. Okay, well, that's it. That's my talk for today. So until next time, this is Dale Syrota from Rethink Your Mind. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.